Mr. Robinson, on December 1st, 2021, I sent a letter to Secretary Blinken regarding the State Department officially revoking Colombia's Marxist rebel group, the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, as a foreign terrorist organization and specially designated global terrorist. In the letter, I stated that I'm deeply concerned about delisting a terrorist organization that has a history of kidnapping and torturing American citizens and is responsible for 95% of the world's cocaine supply. Being that Congress was insufficiently consulted prior to this decision, I requested in that letter all documents and communications that resulted in making this decision to be submitted to Congress, which was not provided in the Senior Bureau's official response. Do you have any intention on providing me and this committee that information?
Are you sure you sent it to
Secretary Blinken?
You sent the letter to Secretary Blinken. I don't know if I saw that letter. I will have to take a look, and I will have to also consult with my colleagues in Western Hemisphere affairs. But what I will say is, if we can provide documentation, we will, of course, do our duty to report to the Congress.
Why wouldn't you be able to provide that information to the committee that oversees your agency?
I don't know. That's why I'm saying I'm going to have to check.
Okay, well, if you're unwilling to provide the documents that I requested to this committee and to—
I'm not saying, I haven't said I'm not unwilling. I'm saying I will have to check.
Well, you didn't let me finish my sentence. What I'm saying is, if you're unwilling to provide those documents, I want a specific reason as to why you're denying Congress, with the oversight authority over your agency, that information. If it's in a classified environment, we have many classified briefings where you can also provide that information. So when can I expect a response from you as it relates to that information as to why you delisted that organization?
Well, again, we didn't delist, INL did not delist this organization. This was a decision made by the administration. I have not seen the letter that you're referring to. I will take a look at the letter, and then we will be in touch with your office.
Okay, well, you're the Bureau of International Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs, is that correct?
That's correct.
And am I correct in stating that FARC is responsible for 95% of the world's cocaine supply?
I think you are fair in saying that the vast majority of cocaine that comes into the United States and around the world comes from Colombia.
But not FARC.
I don't know if it's FARC directly. There are criminal organizations, so I can't say for sure that 95% of the world's cocaine supply is coming from the FARC specifically.
Okay, can you say a majority?
I can say that there is no doubt the majority of the world's cocaine supply is coming from Colombia. How it's broken down is a matter that I would have to explore more deeply.
Okay, so let's just, sounds like we agree that the majority of the narcotics comes out of Colombia, and there's plenty of reporting to say that comes from FARC. You're the Assistant Secretary of State for the Bureau of International Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs under the Department of State, correct?
That's correct.
And you're telling me that the administration did not consult you prior to making the decision to delist FARC as a terrorist organization?
No, I didn't say that at all. All of the relevant offices and agencies in the department and around Washington were consulted.
So were you consulted in that decision?
Yes.
What documents and information did you use in your recommendation to the administration?
There were a number of documents and information used, some of it produced by the Department of State, others of it produced by other agencies around Washington. But this was an administration decision. Then
why was not the documents that you're referring to provided to this committee?
That I don't know. This is an issue that has been going on before I came on as the Assistant Secretary.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I would respectfully request that we follow up if in a reasonable amount of time, since he's unwilling to provide this committee the time in which he's going to provide us these documents.
The gentleman's time has expired.